Let us close the eyes for a minute. Calmly concentrate within. Observing your every breath. With your breath, remember the Creator who created this universe, including ourselves. Be thankful and grateful with love. I bow to God, who is all-pervading. I perceive God's presence everywhere. I bow to all the divine incarnations like Krishna, Christ, Moses, Muhammad, Buddha, Rama, Zarathustra, Nanak, and to all. I bow to my beloved Guruji, my spiritual master, Paramahamsa Baba Hariharanandaji, who taught me how to live, how to love, how to attain divine bliss. I bow to the lineage of Kriya Yoga masters and the masters of all different spiritual paths. I perceive the presence of God within you all. It is not mere words, it is my personal inner experience. I bow to you all. I give my love, heartfelt love to you all. Om, Amen. Good evening. About 7 to 8 years ago, when I was flying to Reykjavik from this city, from the airport, I was thinking, I'm sitting in the airport for hours for the next connection. If there will be people meditating and practicing Kriya Yoga, it will be nice. It was a thought. Remember, every thought that comes to us will come true today or tomorrow. It might take some time. A thought is also a seed we plant. So that thought which I had in 96, in 97, and now that thought has become a reality. Nothing happens without a deep desire. This creation is a thought of God. You have come here with a thought. Life itself is a thought. We all are prototype of God's thought. We all are image of God. If you read the Holy Bible, in the Torah, it is said, God created you and me in His image. God made man and woman in His image. If you stand in front of the mirror, whose face you will see? Your face or my face? If God created we all in His image, how does God look like? Like you or like me? With beard or without beard? We all are invisible image of God. You'll be thinking, what does it mean? Invisible image. We all have two aspects. One is visible aspect, the other is invisible aspect. The visible aspect we can see. I can see your beautiful, cheerful, smiling, loving face. You can see my bushy, bearded face. This is visible. You can see your own mind. Ordinarily, I can't. Or even if I can, I will not do. Do you know why? To know your mind, to study your thought is just like reading your diary without your permission. You have a diary. You write down what you do, what you think, without asking you or without your permission to open the diary and read your diary. It is the same thing to know your thought. Why should I? But you know your thought. The thought is visible aspect of your life. You know your own emotion. It is the visible aspect of your life. Emotions and thoughts are reflected in the face. When you have a very cheerful thought, happy thought, your face is blooming like a flower. If you have a sorrowful thought, the face is pale, gloomy. So the thought, emotion, it is reflected in the face also. It is visible to others. With a good thought, inspiring thought, the color of the face is different. If you have one angry thought, immediately the color changes. We change color in every disposition. Clear? Color of the skin changes. So we have two aspects in our life. One is the visible aspect. The other is the invisible aspect. Visible aspect is known to you. You know your body, you know your mind, you know many aspects of your being, but invisible aspect is not known to you. And what is that? If I show my hands like this, you see one hand is visible, but behind the one hand, there is another hand which is not seen to you. With us, there is one invisible aspect, and what is that? For example, if you look at the bulb is visible. The light is visible. Behind the bulb and light, there is one invisible current, energy, flow of electricity. It is invisible. But although it is invisible, but you can know it. Although we cannot see electricity, we can't deny it because we know it, there is electricity. Those who have knowledge how to know electricity, they know, they have a tester. With that, they can see there is electricity. And if you don't know how to test it, you just put your finger there in the plug. I did once. I was born in a village. All my childhood, I finished my high school, no electricity. No electricity. Completely in nature, in darkness. It might be difficult for you to think, to imagine, no electricity. At the age of my 20, electricity came to my village. Once I wanted to test, I was in my teenage, how does one feel? I put my finger and you know what happened. By God's grace, I survived, but I had a strong experience. So, although electricity is invisible, but it has its existence, reality, and those who know, they know. In each one of us, there is one invisible aspect, and that we really are. What is that? In English, we call as the soul, and some they call the self, the invisible aspect in our life. Just like because of electricity, the bulb gives light. Without electricity, there is no light. Similarly, because of this invisible soul, there is light, there is life. Without the soul, we have nothing. Without the soul, the mouth can't speak, eyes can't see, I can't wave my hand. Year 2002 was a special year for me in this life, in this body. The year 2002 began with the physical departure of my own father, who brought me to this world. In the month of January, I lost my father. In the month of December, my Guruji, Baba Hariharananda, he left his body. My spiritual father, who trained me, who taught me, who shaped my life to be like this. And especially during that December 2002, I was observing moment to moment, breath to breath, what happens. Those who know that in high state of spiritual experience, one can go into such a state, it is almost death-like state. But here it is a state of physical death. Slowly the breath is fading away. The same beautiful body, just like a blooming rose, it's no more beautiful. Because of this invisible spirit, this soul or this self, this body is beautiful, the body is active, the body is alive, in whose absence this body is no more beautiful. Within few hours or few days, they will take the body and bury it. So in our life, we have two aspects. One is visible aspect, the other is invisible aspect. People are busy with the visible because it is easy. I can see you, your face, I can talk with you, but those who are little bit elevated, those who are conscious of reality of life, they know who really we are. They go little deep. They know we have come to this world. We have to go, just like I came to this beautiful city this morning, and this night I am to leave. In morning I came, in night I am to leave. I have packed my bag and kept my bag in the car. Now from one car to shift to the another car, sit and go. This is what life is. We have come, we have to go. Nothing is permanent. The house you claim, my house, my wife, my children, my job, my church, my religion, whatever we tell, mine. One day we have to leave everything and we have to go. We have come to this world, we have to go. We came empty-handed. And some they say we came with birthday suit, completely naked. And we have to go. We can't carry anything with us, but we can carry, or we will carry many things with us. Just like you came here and you will go back with some memory, with some thought, with some ideas, with some likes or dislikes, with some acceptance or rejection. You will go back with a memory Similarly, we have come to this world. We have to leave this world one day, but we'll go with the memory. But what is real memory? Memory is not that I came and I saw you. No. The real memory, to know who am I, my relationship with my Creator, my relationship with this creation. And one who knows and one who has regained this memory lives a life of joy, happiness, peace, love, harmony, because he knows truth. In the Bible, Jesus said, you should know truth, and truth will make you free. You should know truth, and truth will make you free. Knowing truth means knowing your own essential nature, knowing God, knowing the relationship with God and God's creation. When I know this, I can live a really better life. When I know that I have to leave this evening from you, I will not be attached. Rather, I will know that I have to go. I will prepare myself in a nice way to go. As I told you, we have come to this world and we have to go. We have come to this world to grow. Physical growth is not enough. Body is growing from baby stage to the youthful stage, adult and old. The body is growing. But this growth of body is not enough. We should grow from within. Inner growth we need. The growth in heart, the growth in spirit, the growth in love, the growth in joy. That we need. And for that growth, really we don't need so much of preparation. You'll say, why? We have come here to meditate. There is so much of preparation. Remember, to love there is no preparation. And nobody can teach how to love also. You just look at the baby in the arms of the mother. You just think of baby Jesus in the arms of Mother Mary. Just think, picturize in your mind. If you look at a baby, see the smile, so much of love, joy. Who taught this? Looking at that baby, we feel so much of love, joy, and happiness in us. What gives us that joy? A little smile on the face of the baby, so much fulfillment it brings in our mind and heart. So we are to grow from within, not outside. Materially, we might grow to any extent. We might be richer and richer, millionaire to billionaire. But that is not real growth. Physically, we can be 6 feet tall, 2 meters, 25 centimeters tall. No matter how tall we are from within, how big heart we have. Remember, expansion is life, contraction is death. How much we can expand ourselves to contain everything, including this universe within me. Because the universe is not outside, it is within me. The Creator is not outside, the Creator is also within me. In the Bible, if you read Corinthians, the letter of Paul, 2 places he is telling, do you not know that your body is the temple of God? And God dwelt within you. To feel, to know that, and that is the reality in life. And that knowledge, not by listening to a talk, not by listening to a talk, nor by reading a book. And that should come from within as an experience. You might have read a lot about India. You have nice movie. You can watch what is going on in India, but it is not the same as you see in your own eyes. I read about this country, this city, when I was a schoolboy in geography. But that knowledge is not real knowledge. It is mere information. When I am with you, I look at you, I look at your beautiful country, people, then my knowledge is much more. and knowledge is complete. So knowledge becomes complete when we have experience. Only information is not knowledge. And when we have direct experience, we get transformation. So knowledge is information, informative knowledge, but when it is applied into our daily life, we get transformed, and that is the real knowledge we need. But what to do? How to get it? How to get this knowledge? Knowledge of who am I? Self-knowledge. Knowledge of God. Knowledge of my Creator, not theoretically. Theoretical knowledge is just like pointing the fingers. Go to the second floor, the hall is there. The mark is there in the sign. But you have to come. When I was young, I was searching from my childhood to find the reality of life. Physically, I was suffering a lot. Mentally, I was equally stronger and searching for truth. What is the reality of life? Is this to live a body-conscious life, satisfying human ego with individual possession, power? Is it life? From my young age, I had the opportunity to go to the Himalayas to seek the company of good people, but that was not enough. Remember, we search here and there. Truth is within you. But to point out that truth is within you, you need somebody who knows it. Who knows can tell you what is what. Otherwise, we speak with mouth. When I was 20 years young, I'll not say old, I met my Guruji. Initially, I didn't accept him that he's my Guru. I met him, and slowly I accepted him, and he showed me the way. He showed me, and through his compassionate teaching, caring and loving guidance, I am completely fulfilled. He taught me how to reach that state, how to be in that state of complete awareness. And the path he showed, on which I walked and have been walking for last 23 years, 24 years on this path. And that path is known as Kriya Jóga. So today's evening talk is on Kriya Jóga. How to practice it, why to practice it, the beauty of this technique or beauty of this path. Before we go deep into it, let us understand what yoga is. What yoga is. Yoga is a Sanskrit word. It has 32 meanings. One word with 32 meanings. The first meaning is discipline. Yoga means discipline. Go to temple, go to church, be a student, be a husband, be a wife, be a mother. Whatever role we play in this world, we need discipline. Without discipline, we are not going to achieve any success. If we are to discipline our life, what type of discipline we need? What type of discipline do we need? Anything you do, any work you do, there is a proper way to do. To discipline your body, to discipline your mind, so that you will be successful in any walk of life. Even to take a shower, it needs discipline, a proper way. To go to toilet, it needs discipline. How to sit, in which way. to take food is a discipline. To take food in a proper way. So, simple meaning of yoga, one meaning is discipline, and that discipline we need in our daily life. When we talk with somebody, we should talk in a disciplined way. If we speak unnecessarily useless things, we'll start quarreling. Remember, in human relationship, the greatest enemy is the talk. If we cannot talk in proper way, in a loving way, we create enemies. So, simple meaning of yoga is discipline. The second meaning of yoga is union. The second meaning of yoga is union. The river is flowing. The river is flowing from high mountain peaks. Water is flowing down. Snow melting. But flowing down where? Strong current of water is rushing towards the ocean to merge, to be united with. Remember, this in union there is beauty. In union there is calmness. The restlessness of the river becomes calm and tranquil when it merges the ocean. There is no restlessness anymore. So, the second meaning of yoga is union. The wife feels restlessness when the husband is away. The child feels sad being away from the mother. When they are together, there is joy, there is a completion. Child in the arms of the mother, wife and husband. In our daily life, two friends meeting together, union. The second meaning of yoga is union. And that union is outside. The union is also inside, which I told you in the beginning. In our life, there is union of two, the visible and the invisible, the soul and the body. Yogi is one who knows, I am the soul, I am living in this body. Remember, people have lots of misunderstanding about yoga. They think yoga means body gymnastic. They think yoga means some art of enjoyment of life. No, real enjoyment. Real enjoyment is to be in joy. To be in continuous joy is true enjoyment. So, yoga means union, and union is possible when there is two. I look at you, there is union of eyes. I'm talking with you, there is union of ideas. I shook hand with you, there is union of hands. I hugged you, there is union of bodies. So, union is possible when there is two. In each individual's life, there is two together, the visible and the invisible, the soul and the body. And a yogi is one who knows, I am the soul, living in this body house, and temporarily. Body is the house, body is the temple in which I am living. You are a rich person, you have a big, tall body, just like a big house. I'm a poor man, has a small house, small body. When I was young, I had a friend who was maybe a little bit taller than me, but he was very sad because he's small. I never thought of it. Really, till now, I never think that this body, and I am small or tall. This friend of mine, he was really sad. So he wanted to be taller. He was a very good friend of mine. So one day what he has done, he has ordered a book, looking the ad, how to be taller. So he paid money, it is a good amount of money. And one day he came to me, I have ordered a book. What is that book? How to be taller? I said, you did a mistake. He said, why? Nice pack will come, pack of book, but there will be a thin book. Do you know this? I said, I don't know, but you will see. I paid so much of money, and it will be a thin booklet. I said, you'll find it. I said, not only that, what you'll find, look, it will be written there, to comb your hair like this. Don't use oil in your hair, use shampoo, and comb your hair like this. Your hair will be a little bit, so you'll look taller. He said, no. Wait, in the book it will be written, use high heel shoes. The shoes you use should be high heel so that you will be taller. And when you walk, you keep your shoulder little expanded and little bit this and walk as if you are taller. He didn't believe me. And this is the problem in life. Even we don't believe the good advice of the good friends also. And one day the packet came and curiously opened, and it was a small book. You can see his bitter face. He came to me. It is a small book. I said, open it, what is there? And similar things were written there. I wasted my money. And when I travel, nowadays, this is my 10th year of non-stop continuous travel. This is the 10th year, traveling from continent to continent. Then I see why God made me small. Do you know why? Because of the aeroplane. True. So I can fit anywhere, and I sit in the plane just like this, lifting up my legs, sitting on the chair. Even if it is economy class, no problem. I can sit like this. I don't eat in the plane. I drink plenty of water. I sit like this. And sometimes the stewardess and others come and, are you not hungry? You sat like this. Even very rarely I change my legs. Sometimes I go to restroom. Otherwise, sitting like this. Either meditate or sleep or do some work. We live in this body house. The body is the house in which I live. And a yogi is one who is conscious of it continuously. And this continuous awareness, this realization comes through practice. This is the second meaning of yoga. Yoga means union of the soul and the body, and this is a temporary union. It is a temporary union, and the yogi is one who knows this, and not with theory, who has experienced it. Now, what is the meaning of Kriya? We are talking of Kriya Yoga. This modern world, now this world in which we live, it is really too much commercial. When I came to the West 10 years ago, I was a little bit unhappy. Unhappy in the sense, oh God, I am to stay here and to do all these works. Why? One day, one person came to me and to see me, do you teach this Kriya Yoga? I said, which Kriya Yoga? He brought a book. It is written Tantra Kriya Yoga. So I just took the book out of curiosity. I was very new. Just opened the book, closed it, I said, take it. It is not the Kriya Yoga we teach. There are some strange pictures of man and woman and so on. Just I opened and closed it, we don't teach this. In this modern society, too much of commercialization, and people, even without knowing what they are doing, they tell something, they teach something. And in the Bible, if you read, it is said, a blind cannot lead the blind. A blind cannot lead the blind. So there are many types of yoga people are teaching. There is one yoga, it's hot yoga, not hatha yoga. Hot, H-O-T. Hot, I said, what hot yoga? Then I found that they make the room very hot. And with hot room, you can put on so much of clothes. You have to remove and to do some exercises. This is hot yoga. And some people do. They like to sweat and to do some exercises, hot yoga. There is some yoga, laughing yoga. They sit down together and they start laughing. They laugh so loud. For 10 minutes, 15 minutes, they laugh. And then they go. They're happy. And to laugh, pay some money. So they begin some. If you study the yogic scriptures, these classical yogic scriptures, I'm just telling for your reference, the most authentic textbook on yoga in Sanskrit is Yoga Sutra Patanjali. If you go to open this book And don't read the explanation, just read the simple transliteration in English. You can read what is there. Just read yoga, 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 yoga. But which yoga? Are you talking of Hatha yoga or Ashtanga yoga, Raja yoga, Bhakti yoga? There are many types of yoga. Which yoga? He's talking yoga, yoga, yoga. Which yoga? Then in this same book, you will find the name of only one yoga, not any other yoga, and that is Kriya Yoga. I'm telling, and you can go and refer to this. Yoga Sutra Patanjali, the second book, because it is divided into 4 sections. And the second section, which is known as Sadhana Pada, the path of practice, the first sutra is Tapaha Swadhyaya Ishvara Pranidhanani Kriya Yoga. Kriya Yoga is the integration of inner discipline, self-study, and unconditional love for God. This is Kriya Yoga. Why do I quote this sutra? Because this Yoga Sutra Patanjali, referring to Kriya Yoga, tells us it is the ancient system of meditation. I am telling the. Why? Because there is no name of any other yoga. Kriya Yoga is the very ancient system of meditation. You can find the reference of Kriya Yoga in the Upanishads, in the Bhagavatam, in Yoga Vasishtha, in Yoga Sutra Patanjali, in many classical spiritual books of India. Kriya Yoga, the second word is Kriya. Kri means activity, Ya means divinity. Kriya. I'm talking. You are listening. We are looking at each other. Day and night we are working. Any activity, if it invokes divinity in us, if it reminds God's presence, God's love, that is Kriya. Kri means activity, Ya means divinity, Kriya. To talk with love, to look with love, to look with consciousness, to speak, to do any work, take food, put food in the mouth, taste it. Through that taste to remember God, the beauty of God. So through any activity, if we are conscious of divinity, remember when one is conscious of the divine, is free from other things, full of love. Because darkness and light cannot coexist. So when one is conscious of the divine, one is free from ego, emotion, jealousy, falsehood is in truth. Kri means activity, Ya means divinity, Kriya and Ya, Kriya, through every activity to be conscious of the divine. Now, how is it possible? It is possible, as I told you, it is possible how? The third meaning of yoga. Third meaning of yoga is yoga samadho. Samadhi means meditation. Here samadhi means not realization. So another meaning of yoga is meditation. What is meditation? Now, when the concept of meditation comes, it is always associated with mind. Meditation is always associated with mind. You'll ask then, what is meditation? Ordinarily, mind means many thoughts. There is a flow of thoughts. Concentration is one thought for a good period of time, or a selected few thoughts for a good period of time. Meditation is no thought. Remember, mind means many thoughts. Concentration means one thought or few thoughts for a good period of time. Meditation means no thought. So meditation is a state in which the function of the mind stops. Is it possible? When I sit with eyes closed, so many thoughts come. Hello, sir. Every night you sleep. Yes or no? You sleep every night. When you sleep in the night, do you think anymore? And if you go on thinking, can you sleep? Every night, unconsciously, you enter the state of meditation, meaning no function of mind, no thought. But you didn't do any effort, but consciously, through disciplining yourself, if you can stay in that state when there is no play of mind, that is meditation. So slowly developing the art of concentration, through concentration entering the state of meditation, and that is one aspect of yoga, disciplining your mind, the function of mind, from restlessness to calmness, from calmness to complete awareness. This is meditation. Now, Kriya Yoga meditation is based on few things. What are those? Few spinal exercises, some breathing techniques, going into inner state of calmness, listening to the sound of silence, seeing the light of the third eye, and then deeper and deeper level of awareness. You'll say, what does it happen? If you remember what I told, Kriya Yoga is based on simple, easy spinal exercises that we need. Spine is the gift of God to human beings. If you look at the creation, most of the animals, they keep their spine parallel to the ground. The dog, the cat, the tiger, the elephant. Those animals who keep their spine little bit inclined or vertical, their intelligence is higher. Example, the dog can sit like this. So monkey can sit like this. We the human beings, except while sleeping, we keep the spine vertical to the ground. If you want to stay young, stay healthy, take care of your own spine, let your spine be a little bit more flexible, then your spine will be healthier. Flexibility of the spine, flexibility of the life. Stiffness of the spine, stiffness of the body, stiffness of life. So to keep your spine a little bit more flexible, and spinal exercises. The second is some breathing techniques. Now I'll give you a simple example of breath and life. When your mind is restless, for example, if you have some fear, tension, anxiety, or anger, during these states of mind, how is your breath? Breath is fast. Your heart pumps faster, talk. So, during the stressful, emotional, disturbed state or in anger, the breath is faster and the heartbeat is quicker. On the reverse, if your mind is peaceful, if you are sleeping, if you are relaxed, your breath is more slow and rhythmic. That's why the yogis say, if you want to regulate your life, regulate your breath. When breath is restless, mind is restless, if you make your breath consciously rhythmic, peaceful, your mind will be peaceful. Change your breath, your life will change. Transform your breath, your life will be transformed. In Kriya Yoga, there are some simple breathing exercises to reverse the restlessness state into calmness state. Then in Kriya Yoga meditation, to go into the inner calmness so much to hear the sound of silence, Om sound, Amen sound, the primordial sound, one can hear it continuously. Day and night one can hear. I'm talking with you, I'm hearing that sound. Simultaneously, I'm talking and I'm hearing. You can hear that sound. You can see the light with eyes closed, you can see the light within. When one advances in meditation, with eyes open, one can see the light, with eyes open, but through practice. So, this is how one progresses in the path of Kriya meditation. How to learn it, how to practice it. To learn this Kriya Yoga technique, there is a yogic process of initiation in which the teacher purifies the spinal chakras, the energy centers, in the body, there are 7 major chakras. 5 chakras in the spine, 2 chakras in the brain. 5 chakras in the spine, 2 chakras in the brain. So 5 chakras in the spine regulates our 5 types of activities. Material activities, family activity, physical health activity, emotional activity, intellectual, philosophical, religious activities. So 5 types of activities regulated through the 5 chakras, and the two chakras in the brain, this place of spirituality. So during initiation, the teachers purify the chakras and help the student to listen to that sound, to see the light, to perceive the flow of energy in the body. And after initiation, this technique is taught. This technique is handed down directly by the teachers to the student, and this is the lineage. If you look in the picture, this is the lineage starting from Babaji, Lahiri Mahashaya, Shriyukteshwar, Yoganandaji, Satyanandaji, Sanyal Mahashaya, and Baba Hariharananda. This lineage comes down in this way. So there is no written book on the technique. There is no book which you can read and practice. No. There are some books to know the theory, to get some ideas, but to learn the technique, you are to come directly in touch of the teacher and to practice. And after initiation, as you have heard in the introduction, we encourage each student to come at least to 3 guided meditation classes so that one can learn the techniques. And especially on this Saturday, there will be teaching step by step how to practice, and then there will be practice classes Saturday, Sunday, like this. And here in this, our lineage, there is a direct teacher and student relationship. To, if there is any doubt, to ask questions. And there is a regular program where the teacher and students come together and practice and helping each other to grow. So with this much of introduction, how to live a better life through practice of Kriya Yoga, the life of love, life of calmness, life of peace, physically, mentally, to have better health, and to be constantly aware of inner divinity. Now we'll spend little time for question and answer. Usually what I do, instead of answering one-to-one question and answer, I usually tell to ask all your questions in the beginning, whatever questions you have. Once your questions are finished, then I'll try to answer if I know. And don't think I'm an encyclopedia, I know everything. And I don't claim that. So if you have any question, if you have any doubt on spiritual life, or on Kriya Yoga, or on what I spoke, or on scriptures, feel free to ask. Any question, please. Please.
Can you describe the state of samadhi?
Thank you. Can you describe the state of samadhi? Any more question? Thank you. What makes Kriya Yoga different from other kinds of meditation? Any more question? Thank you. Thank you. So she's telling that you feel more quietness in the body by practicing Kriya Yoga, and what she has heard or read, that you should keep your body more active, more vibrant. Any more question? Finished. God bless you all. the less questions imply few things. You have understood mostly, or you have understood almost nothing. Once I was in a city here in Europe, and there were few hundred people. So I told, you ask the questions first, and then I will answer. Can you imagine what was my problem? One after the other, it was a huge auditorium. Question after question, question after question, non-stop, maybe over 100 questions. And you can imagine when 100 questions are asked, and when questions are finished, and my condition. When I was young, before being a monk, I was teaching economics in the university. I got this job because of assessing my career from the school till university. I got the job. But after having job for few years, I had to pass through some special interview. So I was there for the interview, along with some other students, other candidates. I was using some Indian dhoti, not this color, white color, and having sandalwood paste here. I was younger and short beard. When I went inside, I was unique in my own appearance. They said, please sit down. I took my seat. I was not reading newspaper. I was not watching television. So from the interview, they asked one question. Practically, I didn't know. The first question, if you tell, I don't know, I just thought of God, oh God. Then I got some idea. I said, this is this. And that was the answer. And they were very happy. They went on asking more and more, and I was answering as if I know everything. And at one place, little ego. I know it. Ego came within, just in between. When you remember, in the life, the greatest trouble is ego. When ego came to me, one question they asked, I don't know. I was answering just like I know everything. It was coming out. And when ego came, that stopped. I said, sorry, I don't know. Please excuse me. Immediately they got this. They said, you are already teaching. In your university, if somebody will ask you, a student, and you will say, I don't know. Why I am telling, it is because of ego. That day, by God's grace, I just thought of God and thought of the gurus. I said, do your duty. By God's grace, I answered all the questions, one after the other. And at the end, somebody stood up and said, we have one question, please. I said, no more. One question. I said, what is that? How could you remember all these questions and answer? What is the secret? I said, maybe it is practice of Kriya Yoga and the grace of the gurus. Maybe it is because of Kriya Yoga and grace of gurus. Now the first question was, can you please explain about samadhi? Have you taken honey? How does it taste? Can you explain sweetness? Why not? You know what sweetness is. You know what sweetness is, but you cannot tell what it is. Am I clear? Similarly, in reality, samadhi is a state. One who has experienced knows what it is, but cannot tell what really it is. Am I clear? Just like you take honey in the tongue, on the tongue you taste the sweetness, you know what it is, but you can't tell what really sweetness is. If anybody wants to taste sweetness, you will tell, open your mouth and putting little honey, and that is sweetness. Experience cannot be expressed. And whatever we express with words, it is not really experience. So samadhi is a state of being or state of experience which we cannot express. It is a state. It comes through deep meditation. This state has, one is going into that state, the other is the effect of that state. Going into that state, you need some effort, and after that, once you are there, you are there. But the effect of that state, if you reach that state, when you come back into this world or body consciousness, you experience that inner state of calmness, love, peace, joy, and happiness all the time, continuously. Okay? There are different stages of samadhi also. Just like if I put some sugar on your tongue, you'll say, it is sweet. If I put honey, you'll say, it is sweet, but it is different. Am I clear? In honey also, there are different, you can find acacia. It has, in India, if you go, you'll find neem flower honey from neem, bitter. It is sweet, but if you keep on the tongue, there is a very mild touch of bitterness. So all are sweets, but there is a variation or there is a differentiation in the taste of sweetness. Similarly, in deep meditation, when one goes deeper, 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 there is different states of experience, different states of samadhi. When one practices spiritual discipline, the first state of samadhi, mind will be free from doubts. You will achieve such a state, you will not have any doubt. It is very peaceful, calm state. Mind is clear. Everything, it is a state of samadhi. Another state of samadhi, this name of this samadhi is Asam Shakti. The second is Sattapati. In that samadhi, you will perceive the same power of God in all. You look everybody, but you will feel the beauty of God. Just like different waves on the ocean, you will see the same wave of consciousness in all. So there are different levels of samadhi. Now the next question came, can you please tell how Kriya Yoga is different from other system of meditation? I know only one. I don't know any other meditation. Even if I know, I will not tell. You will say, why will not tell? Human mind has two speciality. One is mind is confused. The second is mind loves to compare. And these are the two troubles in us. Our mind is already confused. Is it right or wrong? Should I go or not? It is confused mind. And we created confusion from the childhood in child. The child is getting up in the morning and the mother is telling, get ready, you will go to school. Now the child is ready. What breakfast you will have? Breakfast? In India, we don't have any trouble. The mother gives this, eat this. There is, here, you will take cereal or you will take bread. Now there is a choice. In cereal, you will take cornflakes or muesli, or in bread, you will take toast or you will take sandwich. And in sandwich, you will have butter or margarine. In sandwich, you need cheese or you need, and so on. The child is confused. One can take a clear decision. I need to take cereal and that is cornflakes, give me. If one's mind is peaceful and goal-oriented, I need this, clear. And if the mind is confused, you can't take a clear decision. Is it good or not? So human mind is already confused, and we all are gifted with confused mind. This is one. The second is comparison. Suppose I am talking today on Kriya Yoga. Tomorrow another Swami will come and he will give a talk on Kriya Yoga. Then we'll say, oh, this Swami was telling this, and that Swami was telling this. Why? Mind compares. So if I tell Kriya Yoga is this yoga is this, that yoga is this, and I practiced one yoga and followed my Guruji and I achieved. Okay. And that is what I know. So there are many paths. All paths are good. I don't say this is good, that is bad. I don't say. All paths will lead you to the same goal. Some is zigzag, some is straight. Okay? And if I am to come from Vienna to Copenhagen, how shall I come? If I take a bicycle and coming, some people do. They travel around the globe with the bicycle. So, all paths are good. You choose one path and walk continuously. Don't change from here to there to there. What is there? This again we get confused. Now, to the third question. Third question is about, in Kriya Yoga you get more calmness, yes. But it doesn't make you lazy, remember. My Guruji used to say, and be calmly active and actively calm. Be calmly active and actively calm. I'm telling about my personal life. On an average, I work 20 hours daily. On an average, I work 20 hours daily. Okay? It doesn't mean that I am so much calm and quiet, I have no interest in work, or I don't have that energy flow, or life is not vibrant in me. So Kriya Yoga has two aspects. In deeper level of meditation, you experience that calmness. In Kriya practice also, I told you there are some exercises, some bodily movement also. And in practical life, daily life, through every activity, through every movement, to be conscious. So it is not that you withdraw yourself, you become too much introverted. It is not like that. There is a harmony, a balance between the two. We are to live in this world. When we live in this world, we should be active. We should be vibrant. We should approach everybody in a positive way. This we need. But it should not bring restlessness, tension, emotion in us, but it should simultaneously give calmness, peace and love. And that Kriya brings. Okay? So as my Guruji said, again to repeat, to be calmly active and to be actively calm. So through every activity, to have that inner state of calmness, that Kriya gives. Now, the thought will come to your mind, if we are initiated, how long should we meditate? Being with my Guruji for physically over 22 years and teaching as he taught Kriya Yoga, it is during his time nearly 11 years I taught. 11 years of student, rest time, student and teacher, like this. So we both were in many public talks, he and me. He will sit down and sometimes he will relax. Once in one talk, it was in USA. He said, I'll lie down. There was a place where he could lie down. So while lying down, he slept. And he was snoring. And when he was snoring, and you can hear in the hall, few hundred people. And so I said, look, don't smile. It is the beauty of Kriya Yoga. You can relax at any place at any time. You are not to waste your time. So I finished my talk. Then I told Baba, yes, Baba, the talk is finished. Talk is finished. Then he sat up and immediately started talking. From sleep, just in a few moments, he sat and he started talking. So whatever I spoke, he was snoring. You'll think that he's sleeping. So he said this, but it is not that, it is this. Like this, we talk like this. One day we are giving talk. I said, you should meditate at least 20 to 30 minutes time daily. My Guru said, no, don't listen to him. Immediately he interfered. 5 minutes. Then I said, Baba is telling 5 minutes, but remember, he's telling 5 minutes, but you have to practice 24 hours. And many times what he will do, we are sitting together and he will push my back, tell this. He will prompt me, pushing my back, tell this. You are going in one flow and he is telling, tell this. Immediately there will be a diversion in your thinking and speaking. But we had very nice combination. Sometimes people come and ask after the talk, he was interfering in your talk so much. How could you adjust so nicely? I said, what do you know about our relationship? There is no interference. 20 minutes, 30 minutes of practice. You have to practice 20 to 30 minutes time, but even if you give 20 to 30 minutes time, you will gain a lot. You will ask how to gain. It is, we give 20 minutes time. 20, 30 minutes time you practice, but the calmness you achieve, it will increase your efficiency. Whatever you did before in few hours, you can achieve it even in shorter time. Suppose a student is reading a book. To read a book, previously he took 8 hours. With calmness of mind, he can read it in 4 hours. So he gained 4 hours time. Even if you give little time for meditation, you are not losing it, you are gaining it. With this much of introduction, I will take leave from you in this talk to give little rest to my tongue. The tongue has worked so much. Again to remind you, life is a gift. Life is a gift of God. And to use this gift intelligently. Those who know German, in German, gift means poison. Gift, poison. So, not to make life poisoned with bad habits, emotion, frustration, to make it as a beautiful gift of God, a rare gift of God with smile, with joy, with love and happiness. And it is in our hand. If we really want, we can do it. And remember, it is not impossible. There is a proverb in English, impossible is the word found in the dictionary of the fool. The fool tells it is impossible, but intelligent people, they find the way how to materialize it, how to achieve it. So if we want, we can make our life beautiful. Thank you all. God bless you all. I will not let you go. Please close your eyes for a minute. Calmly concentrate within. Be conscious of your every breath. With inner prayer. The first meaning of yoga is discipline. Let us try to discipline our life, our sleep, our food, our activities, our thinking, to discipline it. The second meaning of yoga is union. I am the soul in this body, temporary union, to be conscious of it. Third meaning of yoga is meditation. I will try to take my mind, my awareness higher and higher. Fourth meaning of yoga is realization. When our ego diminishes, divinity manifests, realization comes. That is our real treasure. Praying to God, Jesus, all the divine incarnations, praying to the masters of Kriya Yoga to bless all of us with love, calmness, peace, inner bliss. Let there be peace within, all around and everywhere. Om Tat Sat Om. Om. Amen. Thank you all. God bless you all.